Yo, YouTube, what is going on? This is your boy Rodney CP back with another video, man. I wanted to come at y'all with a little bit of cryptocurrency today. As you can see from the title, to me, crypto is or Bitcoin rather, is at a very interesting area for me, myself, due to the way that I trade and the way that I do things. My mouse is bugging out right now. Yeah, first and foremost, I hope you guys are having a great day, morning, evening, whatever the time it is that you're watching this, and maybe this can give you guys a little bit of insight as we grow on this channel. You can see a little bit more of what it is that I do and the approach. Now, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I'm not a huge crypto guy. I'm not really good at crypto, to be honest. Well, I wouldn't say I'm not good at it. It's just not a preference to trade. I'm more of a indice and a couple forex pairs, like, to be honest. That's where I live at. Crypto is something I can trade it, but it's not something I'm looking to actively look at during the day. I may take a look at it in the weekends and things like that, but it's nothing really crazy. But what I'll do is I'll start really quick, just walking Bitcoin to where it is now, and the thought process of what I'm looking at. We did have some crazy calls for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, especially back here. We were actually calling this to be the highest of 2019 for Bitcoin or cryptocurrency after this extremely bull run we had from the beginning around February up into June. This was the highest point that we've seen. I was really curious about the level that we were going to reach right around in here. If I were to drop this here, and then if I drop one time frame, we were really curious about the weekly last up candle prior to moving lower. Very curious how we reacted off this, being as the sell-off that we had taken place right here. That was what really we were looking to see, or me personally was looking to see how we reacted, and so that kind of gave a nice rejection off of that. And then taking it down to a daily time frame, we got a very nice sign of a counter trend to start. Right, it was very nice after we closed below this particular low here. Just looking to see if we can potentially get a shorting opportunity, which I did actually, taking my fib from high to low, and I was looking at my 79% lining up with this last up candle prior. If I were to drop this here, it wasn't exactly as the one trading view on my MetaTrader. It was 12,300 on the dot, and I'll put that on the screen right here. Please don't give me slack. It's an old video from an old iPhone, but that's all the footage I got from it, unfortunately. But for those of you that don't know what I do with my fib and why I have it this way, basically this is my premium kill zone that I look for, and then I was looking for an expansion lower, really anywhere in between -272 and 61.8. And so what I like the most about this, where it was landing, was right in this level right here. I'm on the wrong side. I was looking at this level right in here. So if I were to measure this out, I was looking at about 50% of this, also lining up with this push down before turning around. And so if you look, it literally lands right on my -61.8, which is where we began to start accumulating up to the upside, right? And then dropping to a daily time frame, and now what we have now is a pretty good. This is gonna, for me, this is going to determine a lot on whether we skyrocket or if we were to continue lower. Now, me personally, I would like to see lower prices, if we're being honest. I'm still interested in this price level here. I'm still interested in revisiting the 5,000 level. Still interested. But I could definitely be wrong. In the way crypto is moving, it doesn't like to let off the gas sometimes. But I want you guys to think with me, especially just really, really think about everything that you're taught. Okay. All right, everything that you're taught. Let me remove all of this. I just wanted to give you guys a perspective of how we got to where we are and the possibilities of the future. Okay, so and if you're you've been trading, you got experience and things like that, I want you to really have an open mind to what I'm going to be discussing. Like I say in a lot of my videos, I do trade a little differently, very, very differently. Really, the complete opposite of the traditional route that you may have seen, and not proclaiming that it's better or anything like that. I think anything works with risk management. But if there's an easier way, a more simpler way, a lot less riskier way to do things, then by all means I'm going to do so. But I want you to take a look at the significance of what we have going on here and why we're rejecting right now. Just think about what is taught in the regular realm of trading, right? Even though I'm not a huge crypto trader, think about what is taking place here. What is this in the eyes of the majority? Okay, what is this in the eyes of the majority? Most of you are probably saying resistance, or more than likely resistance, more than likely what you're calling it. Due to the rejection of this level, the wick shows that we can reject at this level, things like that. That's what you're generally used to. Okay, now there's an issue with this. For me personally, it makes me uncomfortable, and I love significant things. But if let's say you were in a position where you took a short here, where would you put your stop loss? Just for let's make this red. And let's say you actually entered in a short position right around in here, right? More than likely, your stop loss is up here unless you've trailed it, or you're at break even or things like that. But for the most part, there are more than likely stop losses resting above here. And what about the people that are bullish, extremely bullish? Those people that are Bitcoin 40, 50, 100,000 in the next year or so. And I'm not bashing anybody that thinks that or anything like that, but this is a possibility that there are also what's called buy stops above here as well, right? And so these are sitting here in this region due to the significance of the rejection. Okay. Also, pay attention to the fact that we are creating let me make this black. Something that it's a huge tool used in the trading community is a trend line. Okay, we're creating a very significant trend line in here. Okay, so imagine the people that are in buying opportunities here as well. Stop losses are resting below, maybe even below this structure, right? You've also got sell stops, right? No, it's the stop losses here. You also have sell stops in this region. Make that blue. Okay. But just think about the money that's being made just off this significant area. Okay. And how I would how I would view something like this. One of these sides is going to be, in my opinion, faked out. Meaning, I personally, if we were to see something trade back down, something is going to happen in this region. Whether it happens today, tomorrow, I'm not saying when. I'm not, telling you where to put your money or what to do. But just observe the significance. Right, we're going to revisit this. I'm going to recap this video. I'm going to drop another video. Once we make the significance, once what I'm talking about takes place, that's when I will then, make the new video and we'll go over exactly what happened. I'll explain exactly what I'm talking about, because I get it. What I'm talking about may be foreign, okay? But it is something to think about, because if everybody is in the same agenda, everybody's doing the same thing, this is more than likely what a majority of the charts look like, right? I've even seen it online. Nothing is wrong with it, well, to an extent, depending on what kind of trader you are, but more than likely there are a lot of money being generated here, right? I wouldn't even be surprised if we chopped around maybe, but something is going to happen to one of these sides that I'm interested in. And so what I would like to see, as I already explained earlier, I would like to see us plunge to this area, not just plunge straight down. I would like to see us run this area, and then we plunge to this side of things, right? That 5,000 level. I would like to see that. I would actually like to see 11,300. All right, I'm gonna make it exact. I'm a very as we go on this channel, you'll see that I'm a very OCD, very particular person, but that's something that I'm interested in. 11,300 to the T. That's what I'm interested in. I would like to see us come up into this level, revisit this price action, and then show the signs lower. Now, again, this is not financial advice. This is not telling you what to do, or telling you to buy it now. That's not what or sell it now. That's not what I'm telling you to do. This is all my ideas. This is all an outlook on what I would like to see, right? But just observe this area. And so if this were to be wrong, right, I would not be surprised if we made a new high on the higher time frames. I would not be surprised if we came out to the weekly and made a new high, reaching into that 14,000 level. That would be the next level I'd put my eye on, rather, sorry. Right, but I would definitely be looking for that. So this is something that I'm very interested in, and what happens on either of these sides is going to determine. If I feel like if we run here first, we would more than likely come back down. But if we run this side first, we get a bit of a retracement in this region, maybe even below her. I would be looking for us to go higher and then run the new highs. So either we run here in this region. I actually want to highlight this. I want to pay attention. I want to focus on this region and this region only. I've already got an alert there to trigger. I actually need to set an alert for. I actually have one. It just must have got dragged. Boom. Set that. And so either here or we get some action in this region just to go higher. Let me move this over. And so again, not advice, not financial advice, but if this were to be something that I partake in, I'd be waiting for one of these areas to be attacked first. Okay, so that's generally the idea for me. I didn't want this video to be too long. It's nothing really crazy that I was looking to get into. I'm not predicting anything. I don't see any crazy pattern. I just want you to think about the money being created on each side and how we partake in this in the next coming weeks. I don't know if we'll make any moves anytime soon. You'll never know. You don't know what you don't know. So appreciate those that stayed to the end, watched everything, and if you're curious about why it is I'm thinking this way, reach out to me. I'm going to be putting my socials in the description, as well as join my Telegram. I'll keep you guys updated on this, as well as subscribe, like, share, join this community that I'm going to be starting. join and get ready for all the content I'm going to be dropping. So again, appreciate everybody and hope you guys have a great day. This is Rodney His TP signing out. Peace.